who's actually on her way out the door, but she did the live stream earlier today, so she's still hanging out for a few extra seconds. We're going to give you all some time to join us. I know we have, let me see here, Abdul is out there, Ash is joining us, Tanya's shopping. Who else? Donald is out there. And I know a lot of you, what happens is with social media, because I've gotten those messages where somebody's going live, so you just click on it and poof, here we are. Many of you tune out and then tune in, or tune in and then tune out. I know I have. You know, sometimes you don't have the opportunity to stick around. And so I'm hoping that you do today, because I will be hosting a Tanzanite event. And when it comes to Tanzanite, I have something for everyone. Oh my gosh. DJ, do we have some AC in here?
Oh yeah, we can bring it.
Because what's going to happen is with my curly hair, this will go curly in a second.
Gotcha.
So much humidity in the studio. So Tanzanite, this is such a special show because we really get to focus on the gemstone in general, which is known as the generational gem, right? Tanzanite is one of those gems that we hear a lot about. Not just when you walk into jewelry stores, but any type of fashion magazine. If you keep up with like runways and fashion and designers, lots of those designers have quite a few Tanzanite pieces in the collection. But what I find, for me personally, because I'm an everyday gal, I'm not spending tens of thousands of dollars on jewelry, I find that a lot of these jewelry stores don't necessarily make Tanzanite affordable because of how rare the material is. Good news today is that you're shopping with one of the site holders, actually, of Tanzanite for many years. Of course, I would say about 5-6 years ago, the site holder relationship kind of ended with everybody all over the world. But when Tanzanite was discovered in 1967, it's actually found in Tanzania. Our chairman and CEO, as well as the team, they were there front and center. And so they had a chance to really position themselves right there, close to the mines. Being a site holder gave us an opportunity to have what's called first right of refusal. And so for many years, we purchased Tanzanite right from the mines in Tanzania, which gives us the advantage in the market. So when you walk into everyday jewelry stores, retail stores, the high-end Jacques Bleu stores, what happens is they usually buy the designs from us. So we're the manufacturer and have been for almost 50 years now. And prior to us becoming the home shopping network that we are today, our parent company, the other kind of leg or arm of our company, has been manufacturing jewelry. And so what we do is, I got to give you the heads up before we get started. We're actually going to get started with a high-end luxury piece right out of the gate. Hi, Katie. Good to see you. Phoenix is out there. Shake is joining us. Maria, welcome.
Oh, and also Big Joe on Instagram says, what's up?
Hey, Big Joe. Good to see you. I think you were with me last week. Thank you so much for tuning in, and I appreciate the shout out. If you have a chance, drop me a one-liner with your first name, because I'm seeing all these handle names. And, you know, some of them are pretty fancy. And so I don't necessarily want to shout you out by your handle name. Sammy's joining us. John is there. Let's see who else. Mima. Hey, Mima. I think I've seen you before, too. Thank you so much. Okay, so Tanzanite. Get this. Being a site holder of Tanzanite for many years, of course, not now. No more site holders. Tanzania has built a wall around the actual mine in Tanzania where Tanzanite was discovered. Believe it or not, Tanzanite is actually found in a 5 square mile radius is what it's called. Square mile. It's tiny. I mean, can you imagine Tanzania being as large as it is, right? And then having a very small area where Tanzanite was discovered. They had like the mines, and really they're like pits that they dig in. So they actually go under the ground to find this stuff. The quad A grade is from what's called D block, and we're actually going to kick off the show with a quad A grade. We're going to start off with some luxury pieces. We have a Rhapsody certified appraised ring. We're going to feature a Rhapsody certified appraised pen. Look at this. You see this? This is the stuff that comes out of one area in the D block mine. So the D block mine is a mine that has provided us with the most beautiful Tanzanite treasures you can imagine. Really, DJ? This is unbelievably beautiful. I finally picked it up because I had so much to look at when I was just about, you know, to kick off the show and go live. And I said, well, let me save some of the luxury pieces for last. And DJ said, oh, no, we're not saving them for last. We're going to kick off the show with it. So here it is. Look at that. D block, the ground, the mining area that this color, this captivating, striking color of Tanzanite is found in. Isn't that captivating? This is going to cost you $5,979.99. And I know some of you are like, oh, that's a lot. Well, let me tell you, if you were to find an over 6 carat quad A grade Tanzanite in any jewelry store today, most of the time the loose 6 carat gemstones will retail at $30,000. I'm not kidding. And some of you are like, 30,000, I'm out. Listen, at 10,000, I'm out. Right? But since we are so close to Valentine's Day, here's what I'm hoping. I'm hoping that some of you have liked the page and you've shared the page with friends and family members. And some of the guys that have never tuned in here at Shop LC are watching right now. Because for Valentine's Day, $5,979. Let me give you some stats here. This is a 950 platinum, pure platinum ring. Okay, so the platinum setting is there. You have just over 5 grams of 950 platinum. The Tanzanite, we'll give you details here in just a second. I'll get you the carat weight, all that good stuff. We want to get you the description so you can make the best decision possible. It's a 5.83 carat quad A grade Tanzanite. Look at that. And ladies and gentlemen, you almost never see this cut. This is actually going to be an Asher cut. It's not just an octagon. It's actually an Asher cut. Asher cuts are some of the most expensive in the world. It's a 10 millimeter Asher cut. Again, in terms of carat weight, 5.83 carats. And then you have 44 diamonds coming in at 52 points. Incredible at this price. So with our Rhapsody collection, and I want to make you aware of this because as we do these live shows more often, anytime you see the word Rhapsody, we want you to know what it stands for, okay? Rhapsody is our flagship collection. Anything that we do in Rhapsody will come with an exclusive Rhapsody box. I think I have one around here. If not, I'm hoping that DJ can grab me one. The Rhapsody boxes are black boxes. And you know how certain jewelry stores have signature pieces in their collection and they always bag things in a blue box or a blue bag? You know what I'm talking about. So we too here at Shop LC have a signature collection known as Rhapsody. Thank you, DJ. So what you'll get with your Rhapsody collection, you're officially part of the Blue Box, okay, club. Inside, gentlemen, this is important, inside of that jewelry box, you will find, and it may come with the box and then the actual ring may be bagged. I'm not too sure how they bag them, but you're going to get the box ready to present, right? So you'll put your ring in there. And this is what's exclusive. You'll also get a certificate of authenticity as well as a certified appraisal card. So in this case, a lot of our Rhapsody and Ileana collection, Ileana, we'll talk about that here in just a moment, that's going to be $18K. So if you're not necessarily into your white metals, you're not really into platinum, Rhapsody will always be $950 platinum. Doesn't matter what it is. Top-notch quality gemstone. Keep in mind that the actual Tanzanite is an Asher cut. You have VS diamonds in all of our Rhapsody collection pieces, okay? So no matter what you decide to get, whether it's a kunzite, a morganite, a ruby, a Tanzanite, an aquamarine, it does not matter what you purchase. When you purchase Rhapsody, you can always count on VS diamonds. That's your clarity. EF in color, no color at all. If you look at the diamond color chart, you're going to have F, E, and then D, and then flawless, D flawless, right? So these are the colorless diamonds that we put in the collection in order to kind of elevate the line, if you will, right? If you're going to have the flagship, if we're going to feature 950 platinum, which we know is one of the most expensive metals out there, longevity, it's hypoallergenic, it's going to be the most resistant to scratches next to your, your 10K, believe it or not. 10K is very resistant to scratches. Platinum is the way to go. And so for the guys out there, you're spending less than $6,000, but yet you're getting 6.35 carats of an Asher cut with VS diamonds, and it's set in 950 platinum. Rings like this, do we have any comparisons? Rings like this will cost you a small fortune. And some of you are like, Jessica, you just insulted me. What do you mean? This is the small fortune. I get it, right? I mean, for me too, $5,979 is a pretty penny. But when you start looking around to see what it would cost you to actually buy a loose gemstone that's this deep, this dark, this coveted, this rare, this valuable, okay, because Tanzanite is graded. So the higher the grading goes by A's. You have 1A, you have 2A, you have 3A, and you have 4A. We call it AA, AAA, Quad A. Quad A grades are the deepest, the darkest, the most valuable of all the Tanzanites found in the world. This is that. It goes in our flagship collection.
Every comparison right behind you.
Oh, good. Good. So this is exactly what I was talking about. Look at this. So we have a platinum ring also. It's got a double halo. So this one, the Tanzanite carat weight in the middle. Now notice the color here. This is AAA grade, if I'm not mistaken. If it's not triple, it's double. A lot of these designer collections nowadays, they can't get their hands on the Quad A. Remember I was telling you at the start of the show that Quad A grade, because we were on the front end as a site holder, we purchased quite a bit of the Quad A and AAA grade, having first right of refusal. So in the past, having the buying team in Tanzania, purchasing as much rock and rough that was coming out of that mine as possible has given us the advantage in the market today to still offer everyday shoppers like yourself, like myself, an opportunity to actually own the most coveted color of all Tanzanite in the world. So back to here. This is a 2 carat in the center. And it has 45 points of diamonds, okay? It is in 950 platinum as well. So that's going to be, if my math is right here, I'm not the best in math, that's going to be 2.45 carats, right? Because the Tanzanite is a 2 carat, the diamonds are 45 points together. You have about 2.5 carats, just under that. Your ring is 6.35 carats of Tanzanite and diamonds. And remember, the larger the gemstone, the more money you end up spending for that gem, right? And the deeper, the darker, remember when it comes to color gems, color is everything. If you can have color saturation as well as an eye clean gemstone, meaning that when you look at the gem to the naked eye, when you look into the heart of that gemstone, no inclusions, no blemishes, no feathers, absolutely nothing but perfection. This is what you have here. There is a budget pay option available to you if you're interested. You can make payments. The budget payment is, let me see here. $1,196, okay? So $1,196 is all you need on your credit card. If you're looking for luxury today, obviously some of you are like, girl, I love Tanzanite, but good night, $6,000, I'm not ready to spend that. I get it. I just wanted everybody to understand that as we approach Valentine's Day, when you see Tanzanite pieces like this, you would probably expect, if you haven't seen it already, to see pieces like this. If you can find the Quad A grade, priced around $20,000 plus, and I'm not exaggerating. Heck, I was at the Tucson Gem Show last week. Did you guys see the live? It was such a good time. So I didn't have an opportunity to go to the shows as much as I wanted to because I was actually hosting a live show out there in the, in the outside, which was beautiful. I mean, you want to talk about a place, those of you that are from Tucson, Arizona, and you're tuning in, what a beautiful place to wake up to. There were palm trees, mountains, and cacti all in one place. I was like, oh, this is crazy. So yeah, I was in a little piece of heaven, like a little slice of heaven. So anyways, when I was at the Tucson Gem Show, if you were to find pieces like this, which were very few and far and few, not very many vendors even had the Quad A grade. Most of those Quad A grades were $20,000 plus. Not the case today. Okay, so if you're interested, please do your homework. You have a 30-day money-back guarantee. That's a month. I mean, this is what you would have seen on the Grammy red carpet, right? All the starlets and the musicians. This is that rock and roll Tanzanite diamond ring that you see on those ladies, and everybody's like, oh my gosh, I can't believe she has such a beautiful Tanzanite. And then, all of a sudden people are searching high and low in the price of Tanzanite. It's already gone up significantly. So if you can get yourself a piece like that, my favorite cut in the whole wide world is an Asher cut. So it was almost like, I felt like DJ read my mind with the scheduling. How much better can it get? I kicked off the show with an Asher cut. If you have any questions about that ring I just featured, please make sure you send it in via text. If you're shopping on TikTok, all you have to do is click the link below in order to get more details on the ring. Those of you shopping on Facebook or Instagram, obviously the word sold 101, because this is our first item, the Quad A grade Asher cut gem. That's going to be how you get access to it. You can also head to our website. Click on the live, and it'll take you to the items that we're going to be airing. 2 hours of Tanzanite, and we have different price points. Don't let that item scare you off. Don't you go anywhere yet. We're going to move on to a beautiful necklace that is so classic. This one, you're going to be surprised. And you know what? I'm going to tell you the price real quick. Out of the gate. So AAA and Quad A grade are the most sought after of all the Tanzanite in the world. AAA and Quad A grade. Let me bring my little plate up. So this is a 925 sterling silver AAA Quad A grade pendant.
It's good right there, yeah.
It has a 925 sterling silver setting with an extender on the back end. And this one is not just 18 inches, you get up to about 20 inches in length because of the extender. So you're going to have some versatility in terms of where you wear it, right? You can go up, you can go down if you need to. I think it's important because today I kind of have this open neckline, but if I wanted to come up a little bit, so that it's not distracting down here, sitting too low, ladies, you know what I'm talking about. You want to be able to kind of position the pendant just right on the neckline so that it sits beautifully. So this is that. I mean, this is that perfect. Look at that color. See, AAA and Quad A grade are going to be your most exclusive of all colors of Tanzanite, right? When it comes to the blue zoisite. So the word zoisite is the mineral name for Tanzanite. I know. I got to get technical, though. I love sharing this kind of stuff because I don't have the chance to do it while I'm on air. A lot of times I'm hosting with Tony Denise, who, he's one of our buyers, and he's a source and has a wealth of information in gemstones. He's been in the business for 25 years plus, but I've been around for 17 years plus. And so I don't always have the chance to get into detail, the share the information that I'm always wanting to kind of share because we cut prices and there's a different dynamic on the show, on the live show. So anyways, this gem was discovered in 1967, okay? Found in the foothills of Mount Kilimanjaro. This is a gem that's actually named after where it was found. They say born in lightning because what they say is during a storm, you have a Maasai tribesman who was herding cattle, walking along. All of a sudden, he saw this beautiful crystal, dug it up, thought it was a sapphire. Come to find out, fast forward to, who knows, a few weeks later, months later, I don't quite know when, but they did the research to figure out what the chemical composition of that crystal was. Boom, the birth of Tanzanite. They actually thought it was a sapphire when it was first discovered. It's not. It's known as the zoisite mineral. That's the mineral name. Just like aquamarine, morganites, and emeralds are beryls. You have your rubies. Rubies are corundum gemstones, and so are sapphires. So all of them have a kind of mineral group that they belong to, but then they have their own names, okay? So beryls are your aquamarines, your morganites, your emeralds. Those are all beryls. This is going to be your zoisite. What's cool about zoisite is that it comes in a variety of colors. It's not just the blue Tanzanite that's available. You have golden Tanzanite, you have pink Tanzanite, you have peacock Tanzanite, a lot of different shades of Tanzanite out there which are rarer than actually the blue. Blue happens to be the most popular. Most people call it the blue diamond. It is a fascinating gemstone. So this one features, let's give you some stats and details so we're all on the same page. You have quite a few gemstones here. It's $179.99. That's all you're paying for AAA. So this one has 5x3 to 6x4 millimeter gems. Can you bring that down just a little bit, DJ, just so I see the, okay, so I thought. So 5 gemstones in the setting. All of this is 925 sterling silver with platinum over top of it for longevity. Oh my gosh, when you all see the color. So the only thing that's being compromised here is the price of your piece. Shout out to Jam, shout out to Jay, shout out to Heather, Adrian. Thank you so much for hanging out today. Oh, I see the word Jess in your name, Adrian. Very cool.
Well, speaking of which, we also have...
who's there?
We have Lori.
Hi, Lori. Good to see you. Who else?
Debbie.
Hi, Debbie. Debbie.
And we have Jennifer.
Ah, Jennifer's out there, too. What's up, Jennifer? She said, we only have 1 hour, LOL. Well, listen, we've got about an hour and like 40 minutes.
Yeah.
An hour and a half, that's right. So I'm going to pick up the pace. Okay, is that what you're telling me right now? Is that what you're telling me? I love it. You guys keep it real with me. Okay, so $179.99, 5 gemstones, all AAA. Budget pay is $36. If you want it, come and get it. Nothing being compromised aside from the price, so we'll move, okay? Started off with that Asher cut quad A. We're now going to move into some more affordable pieces of Tanzanite. So yeah, for many years, Tanzanite was considered to be the blue diamond. And the really cool thing about this gemstone is that even in the blue color, right, the blue zoisite, you have depths of color, you have ranges. And that's the reason why I talked about the grading system when it comes to Tanzanite. And so a lot of these jewelry stores will have Tanzanites that are 1A, AA, AAA, but most of them are not carrying as much of the AAA and the quad A as they'd like to because of the availability. And if it is available, if they have access to it, the problem is that they have to spend top dollar. So by the time they're done buying in bulk, forget about it, the price goes up exponentially, right? This one coming up next, wait till you see this, $167.99. Can you believe it? $167.99. You have a $33.60 budget payment option if you're interested. And I recommend that you get one of these, AAA pieces that are in platinum over sterling. That way the affordability is there, but at the same time, you're not having to compromise in terms of quality. You're getting the best. And the good part about this is that you have a 30-day money-back guarantee, right? So one of the things that I enjoy most about the show on a regular basis is the fact that I get to offer you that money-back guarantee. So I'm not out here trying to twist your arm to get a piece. At the end of the day, I always say, if there's something that you absolutely love, look at that. Are you all seeing this? That's a double halo in a fancy pear cut AAA. So if you love what you see on screen, or when you click on the link below, right, depending on where you're shopping from, TikTok shoppers, boom, the link below, click on it. All the information is going to come up just as we have here. For those of you that are on Facebook, Instagram, sold 103 is the number that you're working with here. So when you put the word sold and then the number 103, that's actually bringing up the item that we're hosting right now, and that'll give you access. We only have 2 sizes, 6 and 7. Doesn't matter. Wear it on the pinky, wear it on the, the ring finger, wherever it fits on. If not, parents, or if you're an aunt that has a niece that you're close to, are you kidding me? $33.60 for that beauty. Let me give you some breakdown here. It is 1.35 carats, okay? It is in platinum over sterling as well. But here's the kicker. This is what I'm excited about. At this price point, you actually have a chance to get your hands on a 3/4 of a carat, 73-point fancy cut pear, Tanzanite. That's not a 1A grade, not a AA grade, but in fact, a AAA grade. Remember that, AAA and quad A, the deepest, the darkest, the most valuable, that's what you're going to spend top dollar on. During these live shows, we want to make sure that people have access to the things that we, have live during the shows, because, this is what it's all about. I can't tell you how many times I've had conversations with friends and family members, and they have asked me, Jessica, you're talking about Tanzanite. Am I going to be able to afford it? And I just look at them like, seriously? I've only been with Shop LC for like 17 years and you don't know yet? So I'm always trying to, get friends and family members to tune in as long as I've been with the network since we launched this network. Day 1, 2007. Actually, 17 years is coming up in March. In March. That's crazy, DJ. Crazy. And I'll be honest with you, I have never, in all my days, I never thought that I'd be at one place for this long. I'm one of these people that I'm type A. You know what it is to be type A, right? You kind of get bored. You need to move around. Sometimes you're not happy in certain places, but I've been able to really kind of spread my wings here at Shop LC, travel the world, and just be this ambassador behind the scenes that gives me a chance to go from India to Thailand. I've gone to Bangkok. I've gone to China. We've gone to India. So really great opportunities here. And the best part about it is that I get to be with you all. To be able to connect with our audience in a way that makes me happy. Listen, if I were hosting a show where everything was $1,000 plus, especially when we're dealing with Tanzanite, that would be a problem for me, because I know I'm not even able to afford $1,000 on a regular basis, right? We've got to be frugal. There are other things that we can do with our money. Let's keep it real. So these, oh, by the way, this one's still available. We said $179, right?
Yeah, real fast. Jennifer on the website was saying the flashes of red. I have 2 Rhapsody rings. I'm wearing my marquee ring today.
Ah, Jennifer! That's right. I didn't mention those flashes of red. So pleochroism is a term that's used when describing quad A grade. And Jennifer, one of our shoppers, she says, the flashes of red. I have 2 Rhapsody rings. I'm wearing my marquee ring today. You go, Jennifer. Thank you so much for that. Very true. When you get your quad A grades, like the Asher cut I kicked off the show with, this is the deepest, the darkest, the most valuable. If you can do it, I always recommend that you take advantage of one of these quad A's at some point. Listen, I get it. The budget is not always $3,000, $4,000, $5,000. The budget is not always $1,000 or even $900. And so even during the live shows, I want to make sure that I'm bringing you as much variety as possible so that you're not tuning in and then tuning out. You're like, I'm out of here. It's too expensive. Not the case. Guess what? The inside out hoops I'm rocking right now. Isn't it crazy when you have curly hair, ladies? I know I'm having a moment here. Look at the activation of curl. Good night. I need a makeup artist on the set. No, hairstylist. My bad. Anyways, these are $119.99, $119.99. Inside out hoops. Now I'm trying not to jump into your living rooms because this is out of control, cuckoo crazy. When I found out that DJ and the team had begun to put a Tanzanite show together, one of the things that I had high hopes for was variety, right? I didn't just want to do a high-end luxury Tanzanite show. I wanted to bring you variety. And let me tell you something. These are practical, gentlemen. Hint, hint, nudge, nudge. If you're a guy out there and you're watching and you're thinking, what can I get for my daughter? What can I get for my mom? What can I get for my significant other? Are you kidding me? If she wears earrings, get her a pair of hoops. Because hoops, at least in my experience, hold on, I'm getting happy right now. Because I'm thinking back to how crazy it was prior to my life here at Shop LC. And to remind me, because when you move on and you kind of move up in the world, you start doing better for yourself. You don't want to forget where you came from, right? I mean, is it just me? But I always talk about humility. Remember where you came from. Remember your roots. And so I'm going to take you back. Well, take myself back. When we first launched the network, I was still purchasing 925 sterling silver pieces at my favorite department store because we had not started the silver collection here at Shop LC. All we did was Rhapsody and Ileana. Those are the flagship pieces that we bring you every now and again now. More so, we've expanded the collection since we are manufacturers and we realize that, shop low cost is all about value. And so I would say after 5 years of being a network on television, we expanded and we took the world by storm. We started featuring all these silver pieces with gemstones like Tanzanite in it, and people were like, oh my gosh, I can't believe this is happening. So I say that to say this. I'm still on track. The department stores that I have shopped in or used to shop in still have sterling silver earrings with no Tanzanite in the setting for $100. These are $119.99. Look at that. $119.99. And let me tell you how perfect these are. First of all, they're 5-star rated for good reason. I mean, we're talking about 3 carats here, 3 carats here of Tanzanite, the African treasure. They actually call Tanzanite the generational gemstone because within one generation, it's said to be exhausted and depleted. If you think about it, Tanzanite is kind of a newcomer to the gemstone world. It was discovered in 1967. If I talk about some of the other gemstones that have been around thousands of years, I mean, zircon is the oldest gemstone known to man. Who knows how long it's been around? But you have all these other gems like rubies and emeralds and diamonds that have been around long before Tanzanite was discovered in 1967. But it's a generational gemstone. So I always encourage people to take advantage of the price points we have here at Shop LC, because although a lot of these high-end luxury stores will feature Tanzanites in the thousands of dollars, we make it much more affordable in some of the fanciest designs you can imagine. So let me measure the hoops because I know a lot of you are curious to know how tall they are. I think that's important. You do have what's called a huggy hoop. I'm going to bring that in just a little bit so you have a chance to see how it lines up. So you're going to line that up and it literally snaps in place, okay? You're going to push down and pull back to release. There's a little bit of a, kind of like a fold here that lines up into the middle. It snaps right in place and it secures the hoop, okay? to our Instagram, and I apologize, TikTok shoppers, I've got my hand in the way, but I think it's important that I go back and forth from camera to camera, because if not, you guys won't see this as clear as I'd like you to see it. Remember, when you click on the link, clicking on the link, ta-da, gives you all access to what I have here that you may not necessarily see, as well as all the pictures. Let's go through carat weight. 6 carats, 3 carats in each ear. What are the gemstone sizes, right? A lot of you curious to know. What size are those Tanzanite gems? Well, they have to be pretty large, because we're talking about 3 carats of Tanzanite in each ear. 5.9 carats, and then you have your, are there some other gemstones in here?
Doesn't
what do we have?
Like it.
No, it's all Tanzanite.
Yeah.
Okay, so we have,
Oh, sorry.
that's okay. We are going to feature 5x3 millimeter. So these are 5x3 millimeter gemstones. I'm going to bring out my ruler real quick. Did you see how easy I was able to take that off? But yet they snap in place. They're called huggy hoops. The huggy hoop has a hinge on one side. Actually, on the bottom here is where your hinge is. So with huggy hoops, it makes it easy to line up the post. It snaps right in place. You have the hinge, which allows you to open the earring up nice and wide. The size on these in height is, ooh, these are a little bit, these are 1.25 inches. They're 1.25 inches, fashionistas. This is good. Shout out to Angel, shout out to Sugar, shout out to V Forever, Francie, Teresa, Diego is hanging out with us. What's up, Diego? So yeah, these earrings sit at about 1 inch, and I'm going to call it 1 inch and a pinch, okay? They're not quite a full inch from top to bottom, and I don't know if we're able to get a better ruler than this. I don't know why the metal reflects horribly on the camera, but maybe next time we'll have that wooden ruler that I had last week. Anyways, so yeah, these are going to be 1 inch and a pinch from top to bottom. 5-star review. I've got to share these reviews with you. You need to hear this, okay? Everybody's raving about the inside out hoops, okay? The first one I want to share with you is from Jean. She says, really nice, and they go well with other anthill garnet pieces I have. What doesn't go with Tanzanite, right? Tanzanite is the African treasure, and so Tanzanite is one of these gemstones that is like the color of denim. I mean, sometimes you have it darker, which is your AAA and Quad A grade, and sometimes you have what's called the periwinkle color of Tanzanite, which this is more of. This is more of that lighter shade of Tanzanite, which I'll be honest with you, I'm a frugal gal. I'm not spending thousands on AAA and Quad A all the time. I have one AAA, and that's it. That's all I have in my collection. I've been looking at a few Quad A grade pieces, but I always wait for clearance. And because clearance are last in stock, every time I find a piece that I'm interested in getting, it always sells out on me during clearance, because you all buy that stuff up. So I have yet to get my Quad A, but I definitely have a AAA. Most of my Tanzanite is the lighter color because it's rare. It doesn't matter if it's graded or not. Tanzanite is the blue zoisite, right? So whether you have the 1A, the AA, the AAA, the Quad A, obviously the AAA and Quad A are for the collectors, right? It's going to be more valuable in terms of resale. Obviously, you're able to make tons of money off of the AAA and Quad A grades. But at the same time, anybody who is looking for Tanzanite, if we were to find something like this online, you'd probably be spending about $399 plus. Let's talk about gems. How many do you have here? 28 gemstones in total. As I mentioned, they're all 5x3, over 1 inch in the size, and the height is probably going to be not quite 1.25 inches, but just over 1 inch from top to bottom. These are 925 sterling silver. I love the length of these too, but they also have platinum over top of it. Okay, the budget pay option is $24.99. Come and get them. That's going to be sold what, 104?
Yes.
Those are hot. They really are. And as I mentioned here, very easy to get on. This is the hinge on the bottom, opens up nice and wide. So when you position it right by the earlobe, you push it right in, you bring that up, you line it up, and it snaps right in place. There's a little bit of a hook. You feel the security, and you're done. You're good to go. You don't have to be concerned about those coming undone or coming apart or you losing them. 30-day money-back guarantee. Come on. I mean, we're hooking you up today. We wanted to make sure, as I mentioned, you've got some variety. Coming up next, we're going to do a tennis-style bracelet with Tanzanite and setting. You know what? Let me know what you want to see in Tanzanite. That's what I want to know right now. Because I have quite a few pieces here that, DJ and I may or may not be able to get to. I am moving pretty quickly today, But does that say 236 already? You see what I'm saying?
No, that time was actually yeah, you're right.
It is? Okay, so 240. So I only have about 20 minutes left in the first hour, and then I've got 60 minutes, which goes like that. Goes like that. So if there's anything that you want to see, in fact, here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to put a couple pieces up here. And you let me know as you're watching the show if you see anything in the background that you want me to move forward. See, so I'm opening it up to all of you so you have a chance to take advantage. If you want to see a Tanzanite pendant, do you want to see more Tanzanite rings? Is there one you want to see in yellow gold over sterling? Please let me know. Miriam is out there. Diana's joining us. Let's see. A lot of you, again, if you have an opportunity, let me know. Communicate with me. Now, what I am going to be featuring next is not just a regular tennis or line style bracelet. You actually have a 9.1 carat Tanzanite bracelet that features, I can't even believe this, at that price. So your price is $197.99 with a payment plan of $39.60 if you're interested in making payments instead of paying it outright. Everybody qualifies for that too. Keep that in mind, right? Anytime we have what's called budget pay underneath the final price, which if you're online, you can actually see that. The final price is $197. Underneath it says budget pay. That's BP, that's what it stands for. And then the number that's associated with the amount of payments we've activated. So in this case, you get 5 monthly payments of $39.60. Here's the best part about it. When you make your first payment of $39.60 plus taxes and any shipping and handling that may apply, we're going to ship this out to you right away. So you don't have to wait. You do not have to wait to get your pieces home. And the best part about that, the reason why I get so excited about that, is because in the meantime, you have a chance to touch it, feel it, try it on, make sure it works for you. You know, ensure that this is, you know, something that's going to be a favorite in your collection. And then if you don't love it, you can always send it back. That's important. In addition to that, though, how many of you remember layaway from back in the day? I know I'm not the only one. I mean, I remember going to a specific store that was very famous for layaway, Mart, and it had a K in front of it. That's right, we shopped there. I remember my mom, you know, had me try on all this stuff back in the day. We mainly shopped, my family's originally from the Bronx. And so I was born in the Bronx, but my parents took me out of New York pretty quickly because my mom and dad didn't want me to be raised there. Not because the Bronx, it's just different, you know. They just wanted me to, you know, in terms of better education, all that good stuff. And, you know, they just felt that it was the right time. And we had friends and family members that lived in the DMV, DC, Maryland, Virginia area. And so my parents said, you know what, let's go. Let's get out of here. Let's make this happen. Let's make a difference. And you know, really just, you know, give me a different type of lifestyle that maybe, you know, the generations before me had. And so anyway, long story short, when I did used to shop at that store, I remember being very young, and my mom used to have me try on all these clothes. And it was before the school year started, right? And then the sales lady would ring it all up, she'd put a little tag on it, and then she'd take it away. And I'm like, I want all this stuff. And my mom had to make little payments, right? And so even though she made a first-time payment, she would have to keep going back every week to make little payments here and there to finally get those clothes out when school started. I was fresh. You couldn't tell me nothing. I mean, obviously, when I was much younger, you know, I didn't really know anything about that. But still, you feel good in that kind of stuff. So I share that story. I kind of went off on a tangent. To share with you that budget pay is straight away. I mean, you get it right away. When you make that first payment of $39.60, look what you get home. The African treasure, right? Tanzanite, the zoisite mineral. These are all fancy trillion cut gems. Try finding this at one of those retail stores and see what price point you see, you know, with 9 carats. This is 9 carats. Now, let me give you some breakdown here so we're all on the same page. And I don't know if anybody's requested anything when it comes to Tanzanite, earrings, pendant.
So we got Jennifer. She wants to see the studs next.
Oh, good. Jennifer, now, Jennifer says she's a quad A grade girl. Jennifer, you talking about these studs right here? You know this is Rhapsody. These are 950 platinum. I'm sure of it. So just confirm that for me, okay? If it's the studs that you're interested in seeing, they are Rhapsody, okay? Oh, by the way, that Rhapsody piece I kicked off the show with, you remember the one that we priced, the Asher cut? Look at the retail replacement value on this. Shame on me. Remember I was telling you with the Rhapsody, you get the retail replacement card, the certificate of authenticity, and sometimes they're appraised. $20,500. Now, Jennifer, I don't know if you have an Asher cut, but let me tell you something, girl. We were able to get that price cut because the original price on that one, if I'm not mistaken, was right around $6,500. It is discounted. This one right here, the Asher cut I kicked off the show with, Asher in platinum, retail replacement value on that, $2,500. Okay, of course that's going to come with your certificate and all that good stuff. You have that 30-day money-back guarantee. But Jennifer, I've got your back. We'll do the earrings here in just a few minutes. Okay. So let me just wrap up the bracelet auction, give you some stats, give you some details, and then I'll go ahead and bring a pair of 950 Platinum Rhapsody studs. Hi, Vegas in the house. You go, girl. Nelda's also joining us. Samantha's out there. Hi, ladies. Right? We're celebrating. Okay. These are 3mm trillion cut Tanzanites. Now, I realize, bear with me here, okay? Because I have a camera that does TikTok, and then I have a camera that does Facebook and Instagram. One of the reasons why I kind of toggle back and forth is because when I'm sitting here in front of TikTok, the Facebook people are probably like, what the? I can't see anything. And then when I move here, those of you that shop with us on TikTok probably only see my arm with nothing in it. We're going to get this right. I mean, we're trying, you know, the thing about this show is we've got these different platforms and we want to ensure that everybody has, you know, is connected the right way. So when you're shopping, if you're on TikTok, you're obviously going to click on the link below. And if you're on Facebook or Instagram, you're going to put the word sold and then the number 109. This is the 9th item. So those of you on Facebook or Instagram, hold tight. I'm coming in. I'm hoping that you can see this. You have 46 natural white zircon gems.
Down a tiny bit. That's good.
92 points in your white zircon. You do have some white zircons in there to add a little sparkle. 8.17 carats is your Tanzanite, and then you also have the zircons. So a little combination of both. But here, look, here's the arm. This is, when you get this home, a lot of you are going to be like, are you serious? I got this for less than $200. Is this happening? It is. $197. Not only are you getting the African treasure known as the zoisite gem, aka Tanzanite, you're getting a platinum over sterling silver setting that's going to provide you with longevity, durability, hypoallergenic. If you have sensitive skin like I do, are you kidding me? We have to be very careful with what we put on, right? Sensitive skin gals and guys out there. I mean, I could literally step out the house. I could wake up in the morning. Matter of fact, this happened. True story. Last week I was in Tucson. I was out of my element. You know, obviously you're not at home or whatever. And DJ, thank you so much for putting that AC up. It's kind of keeping my hair a little bit intact. But I woke up the very last day that I was there to do the live, and I literally had hives on my stomach. And I'm like, what in the world is this? You all know what I'm talking about, right? Those of us that have sensitive skin for absolutely no reason. I mean, reasons beyond your control. You have no idea. So I'm slathering myself with like ointment and all the things that I have for my eczema. But I have dermatitis. Anyways, my point is this. Those of us that have sensitive skin have to be careful. And those of you that wear jewelry, even aside from the fact that if you do or you don't, you want to have good quality. And that's what we're providing you with here at Shop LC, right? This is the best. Platinum over sterling. It's not gold. Okay, we do have our 10K, 14K Lux Soto collection. We also have our 18K collection, which is Ileana, and then the 950 Platinum collection. This is platinum over top of precious metal 925 sterling silver. So I think a lot of you will enjoy the fact that we actually provide you. This is the stuff that we expanded with. Because again, initially when we first launched the network back in 2007, all we had were the Rhapsody pieces in the collection, and we also had the Ileana pieces. Now, because of the expense, a lot of people didn't have an opportunity to shop with us. And so moving forward, after like, I think it was 4 or 5 years, you know, we decided to expand the collection. We said, we're going silver. I mean, silver's a precious metal. I mean, everybody loves their 925 sterling silver. Who wouldn't want tanzanite or rubies or any other gemstone out there in sterling silver? If we can make it affordable, we'll do it. And that's what we do. You know, we manufacture jewelry in-house. Our facilities, what we do is we specialize in, you know, two-tone finishes, yellow gold over sterling, rose gold over sterling. We do our vermeils. This is the platinum. Platinum is platinum, right? You put platinum over top of silver for longevity. You put platinum over top of silver just in case. Oh, by the way, our silver's nickel-free too. So if you have any issues with nickel, which a lot of us do, you don't have to worry about that. Our silver is nickel-free. DJ, talk to me. Anything else? What's coming in? Who said that? I saw your eyes. What came in?
I know, I was thinking something.
Okay, DJ was like, Okay, so ZZ and Rude. Love you guys. Thank you so much for tuning in. So $197 is the price point on the trillion cut bracelet. It has 9.1 carats. The silver setting is going to be over 6 grams, and that out the door is not even $200, but yet you have this absolutely stunning bracelet. Real quick, I know I didn't show this to you. It's important. You've got the insert tongue and groove box closure. Okay, that closure lines up beautifully. I'm coming over to TikTok and Instagram and Facebook next. Right now I'm working with TikTok, okay? So that's the box closure. And then those of you on Facebook, TikTok, why do I keep saying Facebook and TikTok? TikTok is here, Facebook and Instagram. Yes. So I wanted to show you guys the same thing that I just showed up close on the other side. So here you have that insert tongue and groove box closure that lines up, pushes right in, nice and secure. Swing that over. You've got the double latches, okay? So, I mean, you're hooked up. For less than $200 with all that Tanzanite, that's just insane. Okay, so we're going to do it for Jennifer? Mm-hmm. We're doing the stats? Yeah. Jennifer. Oh, you are at the right place, right time. DJ and I were able to finagle a price cut on these.
Absolutely.
First thing I want you to know, Jennifer, 5-star rated. 5-star rated. If you're watching right now and you're tuning in on, you know, the computer or wherever, click on the link so you can see these ratings. 4.3 to be exact, Mundo. These are screwbacks, Jennifer. They are trillion cut screwbacks. They are beautiful. I mean, when we talk about, you know, quad A grade, it just doesn't get any better than that. It's the epitome of luxury. It really is. So these are quite large. These are actually 2.4 carats. So the carat weight here is going to be 1.2 carats of quad A grade Tanzanite in each ear. Now for TikTok, I like to not even put that background there. Look at the color. This is what separates quad A grade from any other grading of Tanzanite that's blue. You can't touch this. You just can't. You can, and the thing is, I know not everybody has the opportunity to get it because of how expensive it can be. Guess what, Jennifer? These are on sale. $1,167. $1,167. The original price on these, if I'm not mistaken, a couple weeks ago, were right at $15.99. I think we took these down, Jennifer, to $12.99. Today they are on sale. They are $1,167.99. The number is sold 106.
Yes.
Sold 106. Isn't that crazy? So the settings are 950 platinum. The shape of the quad A grades are going to be trillion cut, obviously. You also have the prong setting. The prong setting here is done so well. I mean, you know, sometimes with studs, you don't necessarily get as much metal around the stud. You just have the prongs that support it. But in this case, what we've done, if you can see that from the side there, this is for TikTok right now. And then I'll go ahead and kind of bring it a little bit closer for our Facebook shoppers there and Instagram. There's a lot of depth in the setting. That's all platinum. Remember, platinum is hypoallergenic. Platinum is going to sit on the ear right. You also have your screwback feature. So one of the things that my mom vowed to do years ago, because she lost a diamond earring rather, as we were shopping one time, she said, if I get a pair of luxury earrings, I will never buy any or request a pair that don't have, you know, the screwbacks. The screwbacks, what it does is it ensures that your earring is a bit more secure. Now, can the earring fly off? You never know. If somebody pulls at something, I mean, I've seen it, you know, probably the bottom half of your earlobe will fly off too if it comes off. They are secure. That's my point, right? So here is the perfect shot of a screw back for Jennifer, because Jennifer, I know you were interested in these. The post itself is done in 950 platinum. And what's unique about the screw backs that we feature here is that the screw on the post is done about 3/4 of the way on the post. And that's really important to point out, because screwing in is going to take you some, you know, a little extra time than just putting it back in and pushing it, right? But it's worth it, because you want to make sure that earring is secure. So righty-tighty, lefty-loosey. You're going to secure that on. And then when you get about 3/4 of the way up, you push the rest in. So you're good to go. And you can really see that here on the shot. I think this is perfect to show you here, Jennifer, when you get it home. And Jennifer, you may have screw backs in your collection that you've purchased from us in the past, so you know how secure these are. But look at all this 950 platinum. I mean, $1,167 for 2.4 carats. That's a lot of carat weight. I mean, we're talking 2.4, which means you have 1.2 carats in each ear. 1.2 carats in each ear. So in just a moment, I'll go ahead and get these on. It is going to take me a second because I am unscrewing literally as I speak. Righty-tighty, lefty-loosey. That's what reminds me of which direction I need to go anytime I'm putting on a screw back. But these are the ratings. Let me talk to you about the ratings, because I want you to know what people are saying about these. And then I'll also give you millimeter size. Let me see here. Gail at the top says beautiful studs. This is key, what she says here. Clean and clear Tanzanite. Clean and clear Tanzanite. That's from Gail. The other testimonial that came in is from Teresa. Teresa says, these are my first purchase of Tanzanite of real quality and carat weight. These are worth waiting for. Gorgeous. She says, perfect and a great price. With the screw backs, I feel confident wearing. Haven't taken off except for in the shower since I got them. Thank you, Shop LC, for yet another spectacular price. That again was from Teresa. Sharon G says, beautiful earrings, love them, perfect size. Another testimonial came in that said one word, nice. Cormal said beautiful. So all of these are 5-star ratings. All right, you ready? I got them all the way on. Now I'm going to do the final push, and we're good to go. See, this is what I love. You want to take your time. I mean, a screw back design is important. Last thing you ever want is to lose an earring. So look at the size of those. That's what quad A grade looks like on the ear. I mean, and then of course you have over a carat, right? We're talking 1.2 carats of quad A grade in each ear. It's perfection. Does Jennifer have any questions? Do we see she asking anything? Because I want to make sure.
She's like, those are mine.
Ah, Jennifer, you got them? You go, girl. Seriously. I'm trying to roll with you. Because Jennifer is a quad A grade shopper. I'm actually trying to screw on until I get about 75% of the way, because I want you to see them as they sit on the ear. We're almost there. See, I love a screw back. Even though you have to take a little more time to get these all the way on, it's worth it. You want to make sure, there it is. You want to make sure that they are on and there. Look at those, Jennifer. Trillion cut. Now, millimeter size on these, this is important. These are actually 7 millimeter. So we're talking, so the average millimeter size for a 1 carat is going to be about a 6, right? 5.5 is going to be just under a carat, closer to 3/4, sometimes a half, 60 point, 70 point in each ear. This is not that. These are actually quad A grade trillion cuts that are 7 millimeter. They are quad A. They're set in 950 platinum, and they also have the screw back feature. All of those things add up when you're purchasing earrings. I mean, anytime you go into a jewelry store and you're looking for a beautiful pair of earrings, if you want luxury and you go from, say, 10K to platinum, cha-ching. When you start looking at platinum pieces, if the designer decided to go with the screw back feature, cha-ching, right? We spend a little more money for all that. These are benefits that make a difference in our lives when wearing our jewelry. And so this is that. Hi, Joan. Good to see you. Ramon is also out there. Josh is joining us. Jennifer, I'm so glad that we can bring those forward. Now, I do have a certificate of authenticity. Let me see. Is there an appraisal card with these?
I think I saw one, no.
I thought I did.
Let me double check.
It does come with an appraisal, and I apologize. I can't find it. I do have the Rhapsody certificate of authenticity here. Okay, I see the $20,000 500 appraisal for the Asher cut. Jennifer, if you decide to get that Asher, this is coming home to you.
I don't think we have it in the studio.
So it's not in the studio, but it does come with your purchase. And I would imagine the appraisal on this, just knowing the AGI, these are probably going to be appraised at, I would say, no less than like 3,200. I mean, we're talking about 2.4 carat, and I'm being conservative. I'm always trying to be as conservative as possible. But you take these into a jeweler, and remember, when you buy Rhapsody from us, when you start buying Rhapsody, you're going to be addicted. So when you do that and you start getting your certificate of authenticities from the AGI, this is the company that we work with. This will cost you like $100, $150 anywhere else. We're going to send it to you. Anytime it says certified and appraised, you get that with your purchase for free. Okay, so there's no charge to you. In this case, Jennifer, you're going to get the Rhapsody authenticity card, but you'll also get the certified appraisal card, which I don't have on set, but you do get it with your purchase. Now, the reason why I'm mentioning this to Jennifer is because once you start buying our Tanzanite, I always recommend that eventually you go to another jeweler to get a reappraisal. Okay? Do not, repite, I'm repeating myself, do not tell the jeweler what you paid for your Tanzanite. Don't show them the certificate of authenticity, and don't you show them the appraisal. If they are experts at jewelry and gemstone appraisals, they will know. Let them have their own assessment, because this is what's so exciting about Shop LC, is that you have an opportunity to get a second opinion on an outside source that has absolutely nothing to do with us, and that's important. So we want to make sure that when you do get your appraisals done by somebody outside of the AGI or us, we actually go to an outside source. This is not something that we do. And when you get the cards, you'll see exactly what I'm talking about. They're going to look like this. Don't take this in with you. Don't give them this. Don't give them that information. Let them do their own assessment, their own appraisal. That's what they're trained for. You want to get a higher appraisal anyway, and that's exactly what's going to end up happening. I say that to say, Jennifer, shoot us a quick text message or an email so I could share this, if you don't mind, obviously. If you've had any of your pieces appraised, and if so, if you don't mind sharing what you paid versus what it appraised for. I mean, you don't necessarily have to do it, but I enjoy sharing that with our Shop LC viewers, because I think it's important that you guys have that, you know, just once you have the experience, you'll never want to shop anywhere else for your quad A. Like, Rhapsody is going to be an addiction. It really will be, because of the caliber and quality that you're getting. So those earrings are available while supplies last. Next. Here's what I have. Here's what I have. Oh, okay. This is the everyday rondelle bead necklace that is stunning. Okay, this rondelle bead necklace is actually going to be 121 carats, $299. That's it. That's all you're spending. $299.99. Another pretty much 5-star rated. The budget pay on this is $60. You're getting an entire necklace of Tanzanite. Look at that. So, I mean, I can't tell you how many times I've actually seen jewelry stores do faux. Faux is fake, you know, not real, the imitation. They can't recreate Tanzanite in the lab. They've tried to do lab-created Tanzanite because of the chemical composition of this gemstone. It's not possible. And so when you have something that looks kind of blue-purple, they're probably trying to emulate or imitate the Tanzanite gemstone. It's just not possible. We offer it to you at the most affordable price point possible, but get this. This style is actually a bit upgraded, and the reason why I'm saying that is because the actual clasp on the back end is 10K yellow gold, okay? You have a lobster claw clasp on the back end, which is perfect, at least I think so. Out of all your golds, 10K is going to be the most durable and the most resistant to scratches. The purer the gold, the more risk you have in scratching your gold. And not that you're going to say, well, I don't want 18K because it may scratch. Some of us do. Some of us do. You know, I actually decided to instead get 14K instead of 18K white gold when my husband and I were talking about tying the knot, and he said, you know, if you were to pick out a ring, which I didn't, he picked it out for me. I'd rather that have happened. But he said, if you were, would you rather have 18K or, you know, 14K? And I was like, 14K all day, because I'm very rough on my jewelry. You know, 10K is even more resistant to scratches. I always recommend that people, if they get bracelets, if you can do it, get it in 10K, because this is exposed to, you know, banging and scraping and scratching. We're constantly using our hands, and if you scrape or scratch something, guess what? You could easily scratch that metal. And so, you know, it's something to consider. But I will say this, the clasp on this one, 10K yellow gold, super durable. It's lobster claw. You have a $60 budget pay option. How pretty is that? Tell me you wouldn't be rocking this like every day of the week, right? I mean, this is the type of necklace that you'd leave out the door with on every occasion. I have a, you know, just a pair of jeans on today, a blouse. I've got my little loafers on, and that's that. I walked out the house with some larger kind of earrings today, my little, you know, watch, my wedding ring, and that was that. So this is the type of necklace that literally you'd put on, and it just makes the perfect finishing, or it adds the perfect finishing touch to the outfit. You don't need very much in order to kind of elevate the look when you have Tanzanite. Shout out to Lynn, shout out to Nan and Helen. Thank you so much for watching. Any other requests?
I think
remember, if there's anything that you see here, I'm sorry, DJ, when it comes to Tanzanite, let us know, because we want to bring it forward. I don't have a chance to do everything. We only have about 50 minutes left in this show, and I'm trying to bring you as much variety as possible. This is, again, did we say the necklace was 200 carats?
I don't think we did.
It's 121. It looks like 200 is what it looks like. Mama Rose, how are you? Good to see you. Okay, so this is the thing. Tanzanite, these are, look at the size of these. Look at this. Are you all seeing that? These are rondelle beads that are giant. Let me share a couple of testimonials from this one, because I think it's important that you hear from other people. Look at the back end of that. This is that lobster claw I was telling you about that's done in 10K yellow gold. You can always put an extender on the back end. Bill says, very nice and beautiful color. I would highly recommend this to anyone who likes colorful necklaces. That's from Bill. Sharon says, one word, beautiful, exclamation point. Ann says, the necklace is just beautiful. The beads are true Tanzanite blue. And then, oh, look at this one. So Frederick, he says, a premium investment. That's not a word we use often. When you have the darker graded Tanzanite, like the quad A's and the triple A's, typically we use the word investment, because now you're empowering yourself with owning the most sought after of all the Tanzanite in the world. So he's saying this is it. He says, I love my AAA plus question mark, because sometimes we don't always grade them. And then you see in person, you think, oh my gosh, they look at this. I mean, this looks, I'm not a gemstone grader, but I am an accredited jewelry professional that's been certified by the GIA, Gemological Institute of America. This is AAA. It looks like AAA. If not AAA, on the cusp, right? He says, Tanzanite faceted bead necklace. I bought this mostly as an investment. However, I find it's always nice for one to also wear one's investment from time to time. Absolutely. Amen to that. He says, yes, I purchased golden Tanzanite necklace as well. A smart way to spend one's hard-earned money, I feel. I'm so glad I added this piece into my collection. Boom. Right? You could just, drop the mic, explosion, whatever. That is the Tanzanite necklace, friends, you're getting. That is over 120 carats of it in 10K. Okay, keep that in mind, and we're only doing it, what did we say, what was it, $299?
It was $299, yes.
$299, we're going to move on. If you're interested, go and get it. You have a 30-day money-back guarantee, risk-free shopping, use the budget pay option so you're not putting out everything up front. Go shopping. Take advantage of what we have here. Okay, next, we have a AAA Tanzanite. This one is on, and a lot of you have requested the yellow gold, so we're going to bring one forward. So we have a 3/4 of a carat AAA Tanzanite. Look how pretty this one is. Oh my goodness, this is gorgeous. Okay, Perfect size for your first time Tanzanite piece. I'm loving this. So if this is your very first Tanzanite piece, let me hold this up with my little background here. And this is for Facebook and Instagram. I think, wait, let me see if I go this way. There we go. Okay. Is that right? DJ for Instagram and Facebook?
A little bit this way.
Oh.
That's good.
Okay. So this is $127.99. No compromise here too, right? Because what you're getting is the AAA, the darker version of the zoisite mineral, which is the mineral name for Tanzanite. You're also getting precious metal, 925 sterling silver. I'll hold it up this way too. I love doing this because this gives you, you know, just an idea of what you're getting. $25.60 per month is all you're spending. And you have an unbelievably beautiful Tanzanite diamond ring that's up for grabs for like less than what you'd pay for just silver with no gemstone in the setting. Okay, I'll be honest, as soon as I said that, I thought, well, wait a minute. I've actually purchased cubic zirconias for about $100 plus. I'm guilty. And again, this is prior to my life here at Shop LC. I've done it before. And I hold on to those pieces for as long as possible. A lot of those pieces are silver tone, gold tone, and rose tone. They're not actual precious metal. This is that beautiful kind of taper baguette round cut combination. In the halo, you have this gorgeous combo of round and baguette diamonds, ladies. Gentlemen, sold 108 is the number that we're working with. You have sizes 5, 6, 7, 9, and 10 all available in this particular style of ring. And you're only paying, again, $25.60 per month. Let me give you the breakdown here in just a second so you know exactly what to expect. I did mention that the total gem weight is 0.75, so you have a 3/4 carat. But the kicker is the AAA grade Tanzanite is a 6x4 millimeter oval. It's a 45-point center stone. And then you have 18 diamonds coming in at 23 points. So you have about a 1/4 carat of diamonds that's set around the Tanzanite. On the top and bottom, what's unique about this setting is that you have taper baguette diamonds on the top and the bottom around the halo. And then on the opposite side, you have round cut diamonds, right? And that's just the halo. On the shank here, you have round cut diamonds that are in 2 rows, but you have this really cool bar design that's supporting the diamonds. A beautiful piece, especially at this price point of $127.99. Come and get it. Any questions, let me know. I want to make sure I answer any questions. Even if I move on, if you're thinking about a specific piece that I presented, maybe you didn't quite get the right information to make the best decision, please let me know. I want to make sure I'm doing my job here and ensuring that, you know, you make the best decision. But that was a deal, right? Again, vermeil yellow gold over sterling, 45-point Tanzanite in the center, 23 points of diamonds, round and taper baguette. That price was, I think, $127.99, okay? Of course, there's a budget pay available. Budget pay is a payment plan. Everything is in-house, yeah, $127.99. The budget payment is $25.60 plus any taxes, any shipping and handling. That's the one-time payment that you'll put down in order for us to ship it out today or tomorrow.
Well, speaking of shipping, everything over $50 is free.
Oh, well, wait a minute. So shipping and handling is everything over $50. We're not charging you for shipping.
Yeah.
So even better, you're saving. You're making out today. And that happens a lot, actually, I've seen during the live shows. I'm now hosting a lot more of the live shows than I have. Not that I don't host the live TV show, but I have, you know, different days where I kind of go back and forth. And that, I mean, I've seen a lot of that free shipping and handling show up, which benefits all of you that are shopping on TikTok, Instagram, or Facebook. Welcome, by the way. Don't forget to like us, join us, you know, share the page with friends and family members so they can tune in. I'm Jessica Maldonado. Pleasure to be with you. It seems as though I will be here, a regular fixture on Tuesdays from 2 to 4 p.m. Central Standard Time. We may be adding... No, actually, it's just Tuesdays. On Thursdays, I usually host the live show on television from 4 to 6, 8 to 11. This week, I'm actually going to be hosting a 2-hour event from 6 to 8 p.m. Central Standard Time. And that's on our regularly scheduled programming on TV, okay? I usually work the primetime shift, which is 4 to 6, 8 to 11 on Mondays, Wednesdays, and Thursdays. This week, and really for the month, I'll be hosting from 6 to 8 p.m. Central Time on Thursdays. So I hope you can join me for that. All right. Coming up, let's see who else we have. Hi, Trish. Hi, Phyllis. Good to see you, ladies. Robin is also joining us. We have a beautiful pendant coming up. A lot of people are actually requesting to see this one behind me.
Oh, and also Jennifer on the website again says, Jessica, you've been one of my favorite hosts for years.
Oh, Jennifer, thank you so much. I appreciate that. I'm so glad you've been a part of the family. You know, it's always good to hear from people that have shopped with us for quite some time. You know, I mean, I had a viewer the other day say, hey, girl, I remember when you were like just a baby starting off. And when I was hired here, I actually moved. I had never thought about living in Texas. Like, I had never been there. I didn't know anybody in Texas. And I graduated from broadcast school, or I graduated journalism broadcast, and I started to do in Washington, D.C., traffic and weather. And I got a call from one of my instructors that has been in the business for quite some time. He actually did a lot of radio. I was actually thinking about moving into radio, and I got a call from a guy Dan Dennis, who reached out to one of the instructors that taught me in the school that I went to, and he said, listen, you know, we're looking to hire some junior hosts. Do you know anybody that, you know, might be interested in moving to Texas? And he was like, I know a few people. So it wasn't just me. I had another young lady who launched the network with us who's not here. She's gone on to be like a world famous makeup artist and start her own little line of brushes and all kinds of cool stuff. But I love her. Her name is Yannick. She actually launched the network, or helped launch the network with me, and we both moved down from the DC, Maryland, Virginia area. And my goodness, what a time that was, you know, to be able to be a part of launching a brand new home shopping network. But long story short, although it was already long, I actually started watching home shopping. I had seen other people that watched home shopping, but when I sent out my reel and, you know, my headshot and all that and interviewed with him, and he told me I was hired, I was like, ooh. I was like, what the heck is home shopping? Like, what do I do? How do I do this? And I've always been in sales. You know, I've always had kind of jobs in sales. When I saw it, I watched a network that was in, Tennessee? And I was like, am I going to fit in? Because, you know, here's this East Coast girl, right? Nobody looked like me or talks like me. Still today, there's really nobody on home shopping that, you know, is similar to my background. I'm Boricua. I'm from Puerto Rico. I was born in New York. I'm from the East Coast. So I was like, oh my gosh, how am I going to fit in? And I remember back in the day, my mom just saying, be yourself, you know, just go out there and, you know, be yourself and really showcase in a way that you would want things to be presented to you. And so for many, many years, I would watch other home shopping networks and myself as well for many years, and would tweak so much. And, you know, here I am today, 17 years later. I cannot believe I'm saying that. I'm still here. And still standing and still super excited to be with you. Things have evolved and changed. When I first started, there was no Facebook, Instagram, none of that. And so we've come a very long way, and just, you know, shopping in general has evolved. Okay, so $167.99. I'm so sorry I had to share that story, but hey, why not? We're friends, right? We're family. I think it's important we get to know each other. Oh, by the way, if you have a chance to join me on social media, I have my little Instagram page, jessica.maldonado. L is my middle initial, and that's the handle I go by on Instagram. And then, of course, on Facebook, Jessica Maldonado is how we stay connected. I also have a Shop LC host page. But okay, so get this, 5-star rated. Look at the size of that. This is a Tanzanite diamond pendant. This is diamonds, right? Oh, this is definitely blue diamonds. So this is blue and white diamonds, 2 full carats, to our Facebook, Instagram. Boom, this is for you. Sold 109 is the number. Those of you on TikTok, look at that. That's gorgeous, isn't it? So, okay, hold on. Let me do this. The measurement on this one is big. This is not an itty bitty. This is not something small at all. You see that? Top to bottom, you're almost an inch. Not all the way, but close to it. Okay, hold on, let me get it on the bust so I can properly do this, because I think I want you to know exactly what to expect here. In just a moment, I'll give you the breakdown. I also want to share some ratings, because this is a 5-star rated item. A lot of people are talking about this one. So with the measurement, we're going to get this right on the money. 3/4 of an inch. 3/4 of an inch from top to bottom. It is an 8x6 millimeter Tanzanite in the center. The Tanzanite is a 1.2. Hold on, let me get out of the way. Look at this. Look at her neckline. Wow. So that is a 1.2 carat Tanzanite. And then surrounding it, you have, I stand corrected, those are not blue diamonds, those are blue sapphires. And that's a big deal, DJ, because blue sapphires that have that type of sparkle and that type of clarity, it's not the usual. I mean, depending on where they're found, you know, you have sapphires that are found in different parts of the world, just like a lot of gemstones are. Tanzanite is only found one place. That's what makes it so special. That's the reason why we're raving about this short little segment. But this is blue sapphire, and I think you also have, so 31 blue sapphires coming in at 63 points. And then you have, 22 white zircon coming in at 17 points. So you have quite a bit of carat weight there, okay? 2 perfect carats. Let's share those ratings real quick. I think there's one review on there that says it all. Thumbs up, very pretty, great value, nice way to get this gem into your collection, very true. These price points that we offer here at Shop LC, I'm telling you, we're able to help you expand your jewelry collection without you having to spend very much money at all, right? And you're also not having to compromise. I mean, you got a beautiful piece of jewelry that stands out. $33.60 per month. Sold, I think it's 109. So this is 109. We're going to keep moving.
Yep.
We have about 40 minutes. I want to make sure I get 6 or 7 items in. If there's anything that you want to see, let's just say you have a Tanzanite collection. Maybe you have a ring, you want to see earrings. Maybe you have earrings, you want to see a bracelet. We are going to be featuring those types of accessories here in just a few. Let me get a sip of water. Good night. But if there's anything that I have not answered as I've been kind of walking you through all these pieces, I know that a lot of questions need to be answered in order for you to make that final decision. I want to make sure that you know that you're able to send me a quick message during the show. Don't wait. If you have any questions that I can answer for you during the show. Let me see. Norma. Hi, Norma. Norma says, I remember you from years ago. Good to see you. Oh, I'm so glad. Yeah, this is, I mean, it's crazy how time flies, right? It's insane. But we're still here, still strong, and still excited, you know, to be with Shop LC. I absolutely love what I do. And I'm a big bargain shopper anyway. I love a good value. I'm not the kind of person that gets really caught up or into designer names. You know, I like to get, I'm frugal. So I like to get things at a discounted price. And I think that's one of the reasons why I'm always excited to be out here offering you guys such great deals, because I've been in the stores that, you know, we've all been in, right? Next piece, guess what? Guess how much that is? Look at the size of that. This is $149.99. That's it. $149.99. Isn't that antique? There's just something really special about the not just the setting, but the combination of gemstones here. I mean, as I think back to all the jewelry stores that I've walked into, or even the online shopping that I do, because I like to share things with everybody, is, you know, my experiences. Listen, you can only speak for the things that you've been through, right? And so me walking in and out of jewelry stores, even at the Tucson Gem Show last week, oh my gosh. Like, first of all, as I mentioned at the start of the show, a lot of these designers, a lot of these, now don't get me wrong, we did have some vendors that had Tanzanites that were AAA and Quad A, but let me tell you something, the price points, through the roof. I mean, cha-ching. Even if you were buying in bulk, and we buy in bulk, you know, we don't memo credit. A lot of what happens at these jewelry shows when you go to the vendor booths, you know, they have all these gems that you can kind of sort through. And, you know, depending on how much you spend, obviously you'll be able to, you know, kind of work the discount. It amazes me how expensive Tanzanite is. And we knew this would happen. We knew that because it's a generational gemstone, and it's pretty much depleted or exhausted, or, you know, there's no more mining per se, the way that there used to be. The activity, when people can get their hands on it, there's less activity at the mine, so when people can get their hands on it, the price skyrockets. And you'll see that all around the country. Let me give you the breakdown. This is 1 point all over the world. Shame on me for saying all over the country. Yes, in this country, absolutely, but good night, all over the world, people are paying top dollar for this gem. So the Tanzanite is a 6x4 millimeter. It's a 49.2 carat. You have AAA in the center. And I'm just now seeing what I did in the shot for Facebook and Instagram. I'm going to come back over. DJ, could you let me know if this is set up right? AAA.
Yeah, that's good.
Good?
Yeah.
Okay. That's that 1/2 carat AAA in the center. You have 10. Guess what? Guess what these green gems are? You know what the green... Well, I guess you would know. Well, no, it says multi-gemstone. So could you guess the green gem? You guess the green gem. I want to know. I want to know what you think this green gemstone is. Shoot me a quick text message. Work with me. Doris is out there. Liz is shopping. Ridiculous. I like that. Ridiculous. I actually watched that show that goes by that name with Nis on the end of it. You know, where they show the little videos. I love that show. I love to be happy and laughing as often as possible, because at home, I'm one of these people that if I am watching TV, I'm either watching ID, which you know is crazy, right? The show's about what happened to people after the most horrible thing that can happen to them. I like to know what happened. And then I go to HG. Anyways, the guess. Oh, Jennifer said chrome diopside. That's a good guess. That is a really good guess. Chrome diopside, but no. See? So chrome diopside is, it's a deeper, richer green. And this one is actually, sometimes chrome diopside will glow like this does on the outside. Look, Jennifer. See that? Guess what it is? Savarite garnet. Savarite garnet. So Savarite garnet, some of you are like, oh, garnet? I know. Okay, so let me tell you the story about garnets. So my mom is a January baby, right? And so she just celebrated a birthday. And anytime I've shopped for her, I've always thought, prior to my life here at Shop LC, that every single garnet was red. Red garnet, red garnet, red garnet. It wasn't her absolute favorite gemstone in the whole wide world, but she did like, you know, to rock her birthstone. Well, when we first launched the network, we actually all got certified and attended courses and, you know, had to get certificates on, you know, gemstones and things like that. We went to school to learn more about it. And when I got certified and I found out that garnets came in so many colors, I was like this, I had no idea. Is anybody just as surprised as I was back then on... So garnets, you have, and I'm going to sound like Bubba Gump, with the shrimp, fried, steam. Okay. So you have spessartite garnet, you have hessonite garnet, you have savarite garnet, there's demantoid garnet, you have color change garnet. I mean, the list goes on and on. So the savarite and the spessartite garnet are green, or excuse me, the savarite and the demantoid garnet, I apologize, spessartite is actually an orange garnet. So demantoid and your savarite garnet are two green grossular garnets. It's crazy. So these green garnets, this one is actually found in the Tsavo National Park in Kenya. Isn't that beautiful? And the outside are all marquee cut gemstones. These are all marquee. So the marquee cut gemstones are set along the outside in a really pretty kind of border-like design. And you can probably see it better here. This is a better look at it. $149.99. There are other options that you can choose from in this similar design with different gemstones. DJ is going to kind of share that with me here in just a moment so I can let you know if it's available. So when you're shopping for this, the spessartite garnet. Speaking of spessartite, we also have the spessartite available, but only in one size. And then the first one, DJ, is...
Ooh, that was sold out.
Ooh, that one's sold out, the Ethiopian emerald. Yeah. So the white gem in the middle, if I'm not mistaken, is that zircon? Let's double check.
Let's see.
Let's go down. So again, savarite garnets on the outside. The savarites, you have 10 of them, 3/4 of a carat.
Hold on, it's the wrong one.
And then, wait for it, 44 zircon. So yeah, those white beauties in the middle are natural white zircon. Not to be confused with zirconia. Okay, those zirconias are CZs. They're man-made. They're cubic zirconia, right? They were made to look like diamonds, but they're not. Zircons are natural gemstones. They're actually the oldest gemstone known to man, and they come in different colors. They have high refractive indexes, so they have the ability to sparkle very much like a diamond. Oftentimes here at Shop LC, because we're a manufacturer, we recognize and realize what looks good and what doesn't. We use a lot of zircon. We use a lot of topaz in the white color. We use a lot of white quartz, and we use a lot of moissanite, which are all white gemstones that when diamonds without you having to for a cubic zirconia, we like to keep them natural in the setting or genuine, okay? Bracelet. It's a 4-gram cuff bracelet that has your Tanzanite in it. It's a 2.35 carat. Isn't that pretty?
Yeah, it's good there.
So that, ladies and gentlemen, is it's a prong set actually, and you've got a lot of texture in that. That's a really beautiful piece. $1,587 for Tanzanite. 4 grams of 14K white gold. A beautifully detailed, look at this. I got to show this to you real quick because you need to see this texture. I'm going to move out of the shot because sometimes it focuses on me there. You see the texture in the setting? So this is the wire style. Remember with gold, this is like a memory wire. You don't have to worry about the actual bracelet retaining its shape. The shape will stay the same. You're able to bring this bad boy all the way out to wrap it around the wrist. Boom, it comes back in. You see that? Nice and secure, the bracelet. And with the Tanzanites here, this one is, if you have a petite wrist like myself, this one may spin around on you. But if you have a 7 1/4 to 7 1/2 to 8 inch, this is gonna work out beautifully. My wrist size is 6 1/2 to 6 3/4. I can wear a 7. You know, 7s fit me too, but when you get into like the 7 1/2, 7 1/4, they tend to be a little large on me, and so there's a lot of movement. So if your wrist size is petite like I have, 6 1/2, 7, 7 1/4 is probably the maximum that you'll do without it kind of moving around too much, then this may not necessarily be the way for you to go. If you do wear a 7 1/4, 7 1/2, 8 inch, anything in between that, this is going to work out beautifully. This is designed for the average wrist. The budget pay on this is $317, and this is chic. You walk into Jacques Bleu Bla Bleu, made up. I don't know who that is. If they like this, first of all, the budget with the Tanzanite, you have 7 by 4 giant. The diamonds, those Tanzanites. So each one of those Tanzanite settings, they have diamonds on. The fluidity and that movement that you need, where again it retains its shape. You don't have to worry about it being wonky or sitting crazy on the wrist. 7 1/2, again 7 1/4, 7 1/2, all the way up to 8 inches will work out beautifully for those of you that are out there watching. Hi Ira, good to see you. Okay, let's move. Bottom of the hour, this is it. It's game time, people. I've got 30 minutes to get through a few items here, and we're gonna do it right. We're going to do it right.
Absolutely.
So I hope we get to these lever bags, that's for sure. Coming up next, we are featuring, see what we have. Oh, good. Let's do a 950. Now this is the good one. Not that any of the other ones were not good. This is crazy. Okay. So I've been talking about certified appraised pieces of jewelry. We've been talking about the Rhapsody collection since I kicked off the show. Jennifer, remember? Jennifer is one of our shoppers that owns a lot of the Rhapsody. That's an Asher cut we did earlier, right? Remember the Asher cut was, what was it like?
Let's see.
4,000 or 5,000?
About, yeah, 5,000. Honestly.
So $5,979 on the Asher. Guess what we're going to do? We're going to do a Rhapsody piece with quad A grade Tanzanite and VS diamonds, but we're lowering the price. Low, 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 low. So, who's ready? Because, gentlemen, if you're out there and the budget was $3,000 or less, oh my gosh, look how pretty this is. I love this one. This is actually a round cut. Tell me that's not perfect. You see what I'm saying? This is actually one of those quad A grade round cut gemstones with EF VS diamonds. And let me give you some stats. 5.68 grams of 950 platinum. I have both. These are the things that you're going to get with your purchase. The black box, Rhapsody collection. Okay? This is what you're going to put your ring in. This is what you're going to present to your sweetie pie gentleman. Rhapsody, black box. In addition to that, you get your Rhapsody certificate of authenticity. Okay? What the certificate does is it gives you basically your evaluation on the piece, right? It gives you all the stats. So we have 5.68 grams. You have 1/4 carat of VSEF diamonds. Those are colorless. Colorless diamonds. EF. So EF, the alphabet is for the color of the diamond. The V and the S's and the I's are for the clarity of the diamond. So you have color and clarity, right? And some people get confused. They're like, well, I mean, I thought white diamonds didn't have color. They don't. But they grade them by color. So sometimes with diamonds, diamonds can be like a piece of ice and not have as much sparkle. Diamonds cannot be as clean or clear or, you know, as crystal clear or white as others. And so there is a grading system. The EFs are known as colorless diamonds. That's what you're going to pay top dollar for. Okay? Nyla, thank you so much for hanging out with me today. Appreciate your like. $2,399 for a 3K. Wait a minute. Hold on. I haven't even shown you the certificate of authenticity, but I need to like kind of just hang out here. Now I'm not qualified to do this, so I'm just kind of throwing myself around. See if you can see. You see that blue rock? This is what Tanzanite is all about, ladies. This, you walk into a room and everybody knows that you have money. No, I'm just kidding. Not that that matters, but you know, with Tanzanite, that's just, it's the blue diamond. It's not a diamond, it's the zoisite mineral, but that's what they call it. A lot of people refer to it as that. So let me give you the stats. This is my favorite part of the job when we have the AGI, which is the Accredited Gemological Institute. They do replacement values, right? For insurance purposes, for resale purposes. If you're going to turn around and sell this, which is impossible because you can make so much money off this. Our price today is $2,399. $2,399. And some of you are like, that's a lot. But when you look around to see what Tanzanites like this sell for, you know for a fact you'd spend probably closer to 10 grand plus. So the retail replacement value on this, $8,100. It's at the bottom there. I want to make sure you can see that. Okay? Those of you on Facebook, Instagram. Now, you get this with your purchase. Okay? If you were to take any of the rings that you purchased from us or anywhere else, some jewelry stores will appraise your piece for you. And then a lot of times we get them reappraised, you know, after a little bit of time. This is exclusive. Is $8,100, but yet we're doing it for $2,399. Can I share the 5-star ratings?
Yeah.
Because I think this is important. This is actually one of our top sellers. When people receive this ring, they're blown away. I mean, they're mesmerized, they're hooked, they're addicted. And that's what happens when you shop Rhapsody or Ileana with us. I mean, you can't help it but to be addicted. So I want to remind you, you get the Rhapsody card, certificate of authenticity with all the stats. Everything you need to know about your gemstone, from size, carat weight, gram weight, everything. Blue box, I'll put the ring in here in just a moment. And then you get the replacement value, the appraisal card. This is done by the AGI. Look them up if you have an opportunity to. People will spend $150 plus just to get this card done on their pieces of jewelry. We're going to send this home to you at no additional charge. So everything you see here, boom, boom, boom. Gentlemen, ladies, this is the reason why I'm encouraging you to tell, your brother, your dad, your uncle, a good friend of yours that you know he's been wanting to propose. Come on. It could be an anniversary. It may just be, her birthday, Valentine's Day gift a little later. So, Thomas, you see, I love to hear from the guys. The guys are the ones that are looking for, rings like this. Thomas says, elegant 2.75 carat, top of the line, quad grade, 8.5 millimeter Tanzanite round, VS diamonds. Not big, but definitely flashy. I love the design as well, like an octagon shape. Bottom line is this is a very exquisite, valuable designer ring with one of the best Tanzanites money can buy. This would be the ultimate wedding ring. Is what I thought when I saw it on TV. And since my wife got into a fight with her sister downtown that got physical and her original ring slipped off and disappeared. Whoa, this is quite the story. This is getting juicy. DJ, can you hit read more? This is a good one. Read more, not go up, but the word read more so I can finish the story.
Oh, okay,
yeah, so his wife got into a physical altercation with her sister downtown. Listen to this. I guess she lost her ring. It slipped off and disappeared in the crowd. Someone found it and didn't say anything, probably because it was so expensive. It was a designer. I'm not going to say the designer name, but apparently it was a one of a kind. He won it in an estate auction for $23,750. Good night, Thomas. He says, that was about 20 or more years ago, and I told her I'd never spend that much money on jewelry ever again. Bless her heart. But much to my surprise, I can get really expensive jewelry here at much more affordable prices. So I got the Tanzanite ring along with 2 others. It goes on. You've got to check that testimonial out. Thank you so much for that. That's from Thomas. Next, let's see. I'm going to read you one more. Tanzanite 3 carat. It says, the ring was a huge wow moment. Hold on. Let me hold this up while we're reading this. The ring was a huge wow moment. It says, upon opening the box, it's the perfect size stone that is a 4A grade plus. This thing illuminates itself in the light and red flashes are everywhere. So with quad A grade Tanzanite, it's a pleochroic gemstone. Pleochroism, you see many colors, not just the blue, the purple, and the flashes of red. That's what you're getting from the Rhapsody collection, right? It goes on to say, at 2.75 carat, 8.5 millimeter, it says weighs exactly 5 grams with platinum and gems. And then it says the loose gemstone usually runs over advertised carat weight amount, but I guess they got earrings and a necklace. Basically, a very excited shopper, Gaetano, which left a testimonial, and we appreciate that. Thank you so much. A lot of gentlemen are leaving their reviews, and that's the reason why I'm always recommending that you tell friends and family members about us, because let me tell you something. It's not about the $2,399 you're spending. It's about the thousands of dollars you're saving, right? When you have a Tanzanite that's this size, this is 3 carats. Let me give the breakdown, then I've got to wrap it up and keep moving. So the center gem is an 8 millimeter. It's an 8.5 actually. And then you have your quad A grade, right? Deepest, darkest, most valuable. You have 24 diamonds in the setting coming in at a perfect quarter of a carat. And you're right at about 4 grams of 950 platinum. Remember what the appraisal card said? Appraisal card, 8,100. And once you get it reappraised, I don't usually put my life on the line, but just based on experience here at Shop LC, all these pieces appraised at a much higher price point. We go to the AGI because we like to under-promise and over-deliver. And so it's important that we give you more for the money, and that's exactly what you're getting, right? So the budget pay option is $480. Any questions that came in about that, DJ?
No, but Jennifer made a comment about the story you said.
I would have beat up my sister too. I love it. I don't know that she beat up her sister. I think she got in a fight with her sister with some other patrons. Maybe not. That was a serious story though. Can you imagine? Listen, if I got my estate jewelry on, I'm standing on the sideline. Actually, I'm not getting into any kind of squabble now at this age. No. No, I just keep it moving and I pretend I don't hear it. I ain't got time for that. Okay, so although some people do drive you to that breaking point, you're like, what did she say? But I'll wait till I get home. And then me and my husband will go back and forth and get real loud. Not, at each other, but just about the situation. Us Puerto Ricans, Anyways, and then he's Caribbean too. He's half Bayesian. Forget about it. We're just in there like... So, okay, 950 platinum quad A grade. The Tanzanite pendant is up for grabs next. We haven't done anything in Tanzanite that was pendant design. We have to make sure we do that before we wrap up the show. This is a great price point here. This one is just over $1,000, coming in at $1,087.99. The budget payment is $217.60, which is not bad at all. Because remember, what you're getting with the Rhapsody collection is 950 platinum, check. You have the VSEF diamonds, check. We're talking 2 full carats here in the pendant design. Most of that carat weight is coming from, look at that. You want to talk about perfect size. Now, I'm not sure if we can pause this when you see the side of it. I'll tell you when.
Oh, dude, I missed it.
That's okay, it'll come back around. I want to show you the side of this, because the side is where the diamonds are set, believe it or not. Not just in the bit there. So you have an entire area here of diamonds that will sit beautifully on the neckline. And from the side, if I'm turned this way and you're looking at me from this direction, you will be able to see those diamonds sparkle off the side. And it's a challenge to do it with such a small screen on social media. But I'm going to try to bring it in here for our TikTok shoppers first. And then, DJ says, what are you doing, Jess? We got better shots of that. Yeah, it's a waste of time if I do. And remember, you have a 30-day money-back guarantee. So if anything that I say during the show, if it's not exactly what you want, you can always send it back to us. 30-day money-back guarantee. That's why I always recommend that you all use the budget pay option. So you're not paying for anything up front in full. You have the payment plan. Within the 30 days, you only made the first time payment of $217. When you ship it back, your second payment won't come out. We'll just refund you that $217 you put down to get it home, right? So here it is. Look at this. This is all 950 platinum. And then in the bail here, you have diamonds as well. Those are VSEF, the best. Now, I will say I love how classic the design is, right? It's not too big, not too small. It doesn't come with the chain. Okay, this one doesn't come with the chain. A lot of times with our Rhapsody collection, the Rhapsodies, they just come with the actual pendants because, the platinum weight is so heavy and the diamonds are such top-notch quality. And we've talked about that in the past. I think moving forward, there'll be a few pieces here and there that we may be able to include the platinum chain with, but obviously the price goes up significantly and we want to give people an option in getting in on the Rhapsody collection without price and amount, okay? So that helps us save money. 2 full carats, heck, I would put a 14K white gold or even a platinum over sterling silver chain through the bail of that. Nobody's going to be able to tell the difference. Let's be honest. Platinum over sterling, we have on our website, and they're affordable, and you can just put it right through the bail and boom, put it on, you're good to go. And with this style of chain too, I want to remind you, it may be good to go a little bit shorter just based on the way it's designed, right? This is that not over the top, not too big pendant that, sits beautifully. You can wear a black dress, red dress, green dress, white dress, yellow. I mean, literally any color that you are rocking. You need something, for the neckline that's simple, that's elegant, it's not overdone, doesn't take away from the outfit, but just adds a little impact. This is the way to do it. If you don't want to compromise and you want to get VSEF diamonds and you want the best quality Tanzanite, this is the way to do it, especially at that price point. That's the thing. We go low in price, but yet we're still able to provide you with that quad A grade quality in platinum with VS diamonds. How are we looking with time, DJ?
Pretty good so far, I'd say.
DJ, I got my DJ. I'm sure a lot of people, you probably got that in school, didn't you? Yeah. Okay. The next one, I have another pendant. Oh my gosh, this one is a different level. Different level. Now, I'm not saying that this is not next level, right? Because of the architecture and the detail here. The diamonds are in the bail as well as the gallery of the setting. This is all platinum. This one here, though, this one has the diamonds in your halo. The halo itself is dripped and drizzled in baguette diamonds. So $1,999, and you're getting $950 platinum, a quad A grade Tanzanite that's a fancy cushion. Oh, by the way, the round cut is also a fancy cut when it comes to Tanzanite, or really any gemstone. Round cuts are not traditional. Ovals are. Round cuts are not. Because, what they're doing is they're going further into the gemstone. You don't have as much surface. And so they're really able to maximize that beautiful shape. Talk about maximizing shape here. Look at this. So this isn't the round cut. This is a cushion. Let me give you some breakdown, and then I'm going to share some reviews. $400 budget payment. That's the payment plan. All you have to do is put down $400 today, plus the taxes, any shipping and handling. We'll go ahead and get it out to you. Look how pretty. Oh my gosh. Okay, so this is a 2.45 carat quad. I always get mixed up when I'm moving this thing around and looking at myself at the same time. I'll get better. 2.45 carats of quad A grade Tanzanite. Let me say that again. The Tanzanite all by itself, not a half carat, not a 3/4 carat, not a 1 carat, not even a 2. You have close to a 2.5 carat center stone, deepest, darkest, richest, most valuable Tanzanite money can buy. You want an impact piece? This is next level. You have 42 diamonds as well in the halo, 35 points total gem weight. They are VSEF. We've all heard of VS diamonds, right? VVSs, VSs, some of the top-notch quality diamonds in the world. No compromising at all. What happens is a lot of the VSs, at least in my experience, have been out of my reach in terms of price. I'll look at a VS diamond and be like, oh, I'm going to think about it. Thank you for showing me. Back in the day, obviously. And still today, I walk into jewelry stores all the time because I want to see those VS diamonds. I want to see the VVSs. I want to see the EF, the D colored diamonds, and see what types of price points are associated with those diamonds. Big money. Big money. I mean, you have to spend. And I'm not saying all of you out there watching are not rolling in the dough like this. But at the same time, it's all about keeping it, right? It's not about how much you make, it's how much you save. And if you can be frugal, but still, you're still able to purchase top-notch quality, that's what Shop LC is all about. That's what our Rhapsody and Ileana collection is all about, right? We're able to put it in 18K. The diamonds are great quality. The Ileana, the diamond color is G to H, okay? SI1 in clarity. The Rhapsody collection, the diamond color is EF, and the clarity is VS. That's a step up from the SIs and the GHs. And that's just to kind of just have something very exclusive to each collection that you can always count on. Anytime you buy that collection, you expect that. So look at those diamonds. Are you loving that? I get excited. I'm sorry. Okay, testimonials. Let me read some. Hey, Tracy. Let me see who else is joining us. Margaret is also out there. I'm going to step to the side and read this. Nancy says, just beautiful. It is hard to take it off because it's so amazing. I highly recommend this pendant for everyone who loves jewelry. Gorgeous for sure. 5-star rated by Nancy. The other one is from Diane. She says, wow, wow, wow. Love that. She says, my necklace is awesome. So happy I was able to purchase on payments. Thank you. See, this is what I'm talking about. Look, I get it. $1,999 is a pretty penny. So is $400. That's the budget pay option. But if you want to splurge and get yourself something special, who's your Valentine? Shouldn't it be you? I mean, shouldn't you love yourself first before you can love anybody else? I'm a big believer in that. You have to be able to spoil yourself from time to time. And so many of you out there that are hanging out with me today, put yourselves, in the back seat and put everybody else in front of you. And you spoil everyone and you give. And there are a lot of takers out there. You all know what I'm talking about. And they forget about that strong person that's always willing to give and, always gives their time and the gifts and just the fact that you're there for people, you're that rock. Well, it's nice for the rock to also get themselves something special. And it may be that nobody, in your life has done it. Well, it's time for you to do it. Stand up, stand tall, you deserve it. And if it's the Tanzanite pendant that's speaking to you, go for it. This, it's a 3 carat. So out of the 3 carats, the diamonds, what do we say? It was 1/4 carat or 20 points? Let me make sure. Okay, so 35 points of diamonds and 2.45 carat in the Tanzanite. So you're getting a deal here. You really are. And you have a 30-day money-back guarantee, so if you don't love it when you take it out of the box in the bag and, you know, you put it around your neckline, that's what I want. I want everybody to really love their pieces. When you stand in front of a mirror, I want you to be like, oh my goodness, or look at yourself like, yes, I absolutely love how I feel. I feel confident. You know, what we wear makes a difference in you know, our confidence in general. And it doesn't have to be super expensive, you know, obviously. Like this next piece, $299. Ooh, this is the one with the natural yellow diamonds. Yes. Winning. We're here at the end of the show. And ta-da. So this isn't graded. This feels like it should be graded. This feels like it should be like a AA, AAA. We only have 2 sizes in this one, so it's on super sale. $299.99, the perfect size Tanzanite. It's got the yellow diamonds around it. You also have the white diamonds. It is in platinum over sterling. They're calling it engagement ring. I love it. I love the fact that we're doing this as an engagement ring. Because listen, you know, at the end of the day, it's interesting because I have people on opposite sides of the spectrum, right? There are some people that are willing to spend a lot of money on an engagement ring. And then there's some people that would rather not do that. You know, you want to put into maybe a new home. Maybe you're putting into the wedding. Maybe you're putting it into traveling. Perhaps you're putting money away for the kids. I mean, there's so many different things that we have to consider when, you know, spending a pretty penny, especially on an engagement ring that has Tanzanite and diamonds in it. The price points tend to be pretty high. So this is an opportunity for you to own a nice size Tanzanite. Let's give you some stats, shall we? Details. The Tanzanite in the center is a 1.55 carat. 1.55 carat. Then you have the 16 yellow diamonds that are coming in at 15 points. And then you have the white diamonds. Can you scroll just a little more down? I want to tell you how many white diamonds you have. Okay, so you have 16 of the yellow, 15 points. Then you have another 6 that are yellow and they're baguettes. Those are 6 points. And then one more row, DJ? One more row. Boom. So you have the white diamonds as well in there. Those are going to be round cuts, and you have just a few points on both sides of the shank. But this is a pretty one. It's classic, it's simple, it still makes an impact. You're still rocking Tanzanite and diamonds, and you're only paying $299.99. You have a budget payment of how much? So it's a 1.75 carat total gem weight, $60 per month. It's yours. Best part about it is if you get it home, within that 30-day window, you don't love it, you can always send it back. We'll refund you the $60. If you do love it, you decide to keep it, you'll be wearing it. And the second payment of $60 won't come out until this time next month. Okay? So that's the way Budget Pay works. Budget Pay is a monthly payment plan. At the bottom, where the final low price is, you'll see Budget Pay. Sometimes you see it as BP. That's the acronym for Budget Pay. Next to it, you'll see the number 3, you'll see the number 2, you'll see the number 4. All the way up to 5 months is the maximum amount of time that we give you. And then next to that, it'll say what the budget payment is. In this case, it's $60, okay? So come and get it. I mean, that's a great way to kind of wrap up the show there with a beautiful Tanzanite piece that's very affordable. Can we do the dangles?
Yeah, those ones last.
Yes, we're on the same page. These are super, super cute. These are lever backs. And I feel like a lot of you would actually not just wear these on a regular basis, but also maybe give them to a granddaughter or a daughter or a niece that you're close to. I love these. Super cute. I'm going to put them on this ear so that, you know, you can see them. Let's see. So you have AAA grade. You see how cutesy they are? These are AAA. 65 points, so they're not overdone. We're not talking about huge Tanzanite pieces. We're talking about something simple and classic. Each Tanzanite is about 1/3 of a carat. Well, it's about 1/4 of a carat, right? Because you have the zircon surrounding it. But the length on these, let me double check to measure it. Give that information to you. These are an inch. These are a perfect inch from top to bottom. So you have an inch from top to bottom. You have the lever back design, which makes it, you know, easy to put on, easy to take off, gives you the movement that you want, the dangle that so many of us enjoy. And you have the Tanzanite that's not over the top. And as I mentioned, as a mom, an auntie, you know, a grandmother, you may be thinking of a young lady who's graduating from high school or maybe going from junior high to high school. This would be a great design for someone in high school to wear on a regular basis. If you wanted to get a nice little graduation gift, one of the Tanzanite rings would be a great way to go, or even earrings. Because with earrings, you can't go wrong. With a ring, you kind of have to figure out what size somebody wears and what finger they're going to wear it on. That always differs, right? But in this case, you have your ears pierced, you give them a pair of Tanzanite lever backs, they're going to be able to rock them, they're not overdone. Best part about it is budget pay is activated. $12.50 per month is all you're going to spend. If you don't love them, you can always send it back. But I love how cute they are. Not over the top. We're not talking about a huge pair of earrings. Let me give you the carat weight, and then we'll go ahead and wrap up the show. We'll add a few more pieces that we didn't have a chance to get to. I think just a couple pieces that you might be able to find.
Oh, that was everything.
That was everything?
Yeah.
Kudos, wait a minute. Kudos to us, TJ. Very good. We got through everything. So there is the Tanzanite. I think that cleared it up. And then here it is for the, I got this, Instagram, Facebook. I got it. Yep. Because I always go back and forth anyways, so that's for TikTok. TikTok. Look, TikTok. Amber's just joined us. Hey, Amber. Lindsay is out there. She's been hanging with us today. There's the lever. How cute are these? Tell me you can rock these every single day of your life. Not over the top. And so many fashionistas now, including my daughter, she's like, I'll have an over the top ring on. And she's like, that's kind of big. You know, she likes to keep it simple, demure, dainty. These are that. Although you're going to make an impact, people are still going to see these AAAs. Well, they're not. They are graded. They are graded. $49.99 for these. And they are graded AAA. $49.99. Perfect way to end the show. And speaking of ending it, that is a wrap. We got through it 2 hours. And again, thank you so much for tuning in. I'm Jessica Maldonado. I'll be hanging out with you on Tuesdays from 4 to 6. 4 to 6 on other days. I apologize. 2 to 4 p.m. Central Standard Time. Normally on Mondays, I work on television, the TV show, from 4 to 6, 8 to 11, as well as Wednesdays and Thursdays. This month on Thursdays, instead of me hosting from 4 to 6 and 8 to 11, I'll be hosting from 6 to 8 p.m. Central Standard Time. So I hope you can join me on that side of things. Don't forget, if you have a chance to join me on Facebook, social media. I've got a Shop LC Host page as well as another page that's linked to it, because before we started the LC Host pages, I had a Facebook page that I post on regularly. And then also on Instagram, jessica.maldonado.l. Why has Instagram been the hardest thing for me to get followers on? What am I doing wrong? I'm like, if only I could kind of transfer everybody. Maybe it's because my Instagram is kind of linked to one of my Facebook pages, and everything I post on Instagram goes to one of my Facebook pages. That could be it. Anyways, if you have a chance to like the page, I'd love to follow you. And again, thank you so much for joining me. I know 2 hours is a long time for this kind of shopping on social media. So, I try my absolute hardest to ensure that I move fast. We have some fun while we do it. And I'm looking forward to it next week. If there's anything that we can do for you, there is a way for you to communicate on the page. Congratulations, Jennifer, on all your purchases. I know you've been shopping out there. You go, girl. And yeah, you guys have a great rest of your week. Hope you can join me on the Shop LC regular TV show. You can stream it on YouTube. Click on the live TV tab when you look up Shop LC, and we'll be able to hang out tomorrow night, 4 to 6, 8 to 11 p.m. Central. It's been a pleasure. You all have a great night. Take care, and God bless.
Sweet. Just gotta wait for this 15-second delay on Instagram.